Good morning. We are now live. So what's your views on ultra-processed foods? I've read there's a few books out at the moment that people have said they've read, and they know that some people have gone to town since reading them and make everything from scratch, and other people really avoid a lot of ultra-processed food now. So my views on this are actually that, there's a lot of downsides of an ultra-processed diet, for sure. In fact, there was a study in 2019, which was in a metabolic ward, where they can literally match the diet. So what they did is they matched a ultra-processed diet with an unprocessed diet for calories, for protein, for carbs and fats. And they gave people these meals, and then they said to people, you can eat as much or as little as you want. So the meals were the same calories, same protein, same fibre. It's a real good study. And then they just said, eat as much or little as you want. And in the ultra-processed diet, people ate more calories, specifically from carbs and fats. Whereas in the unprocessed diet, people didn't eat as much. Now, the interesting part is, and it could show that the role of, it again highlights the role of protein in this, in that when in the ultra-processed diet, people just tended to eat more of the carbs and the fats. Whereas in the unprocessed diet, people ate less. And as a result of that, the weight change over the study was that because they ate more, they gained more weight. Now, this doesn't mean that ultra-processed food should always be avoided, but I think what we need to be aware of is that ultra-processed food is less satiating than unprocessed food. And we're likely to probably want a bit more. Hey Judy, hey Teresa, with the ultra-processed food. And I think if you're aware of this, if you're like, right, I'm having this meal, it's ultra-processed, I don't know, burger, whatever. It's ultra-processed, I'm probably not going to feel that satisfied, even though I've consumed the appropriate calories that I need. And I think this is an important thing. It's not necessarily that those foods make us gain weight, but if we're in turn feel like we've not had as much, we're probably not going to feel as satisfied, therefore overeat. Morning, Claire. So that's an important thing to consider. I'll be breaking down this study in a reel with some pictures actually. But if you can see, I'll just share my screen with you now. Hopefully you can see that. But this is a little infographic from the study. So you'll see that the ultra-processed diet, in terms of here, you'll see, so that was their ad-libitum food intake, so they could have as much as they want. People in the ultra-processed ate significantly more when they were given that. And then in terms of weight, obviously, as you can imagine, if you eat more, your body weight will go up as well. So what does this tell us? Well, it tells us that if you are having an ultra-processed diet, you're probably going to overeat. And we might have known that anyway, but I think it's good to be aware of it. And something that we talk about a lot in the Kickstart is finding your baseline. Like, is it an 80-20? 80% whole foods, nutritious foods, 20% what I want, because that allows me to actually stick to the diet overall from a psychosocial point of view, and helps me actually just stay motivated to know that, I can have that if I want to, and that plays a big role. Is it 90-10, like 90% whole foods? And how can you work this in? Well, what you could do is go, right, let's say you've got, I'd choose a whole number for ease, but let's say there's 1,000 calories and you did the 80-20 rule, well, you've got 200 calories to spend on what you want that day. So that could be 200 calories of ultra-processed food, 800 calories of unprocessed, lots of nutritious foods. And that might be the balance that you go for with that to allow you to stay full up, stay satisfied, but at the same time, enjoy a little bit of food that you really want, which can go a long way to helping you create a sustainable diet if you want that. But I also think just knowing that you've got the choice might make you go, I'm not really too bothered as well. So I hope that helps. And it's a good reminder as well in terms of the and I'll just show you this now, the satiety index, which I'll just show you. So a good reminder to, going back to this study here, and these are some of the most filling foods, a good idea to get as many of these foods in your diet as possible, the ones that are high. So you see here like porridge, example 4, popcorn in terms of snacks. Protein is of course like fish, very high, steak, eggs, etc. Lentils, great, potatoes, filling, apples, filling. Like thinking, right, can I get as many high satiety foods in to my nutritious foods, and then the rest can come from more ultra or other foods if you want to. And you're probably going to feel more satisfied. And that can have a big role in terms of helping you stick to the calories that allow you to do a calorie deficit and to lose body fat. So I hope that helps. Any questions, as always, let us know. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you.